Me as the buyer during the Campfire Grill segment, I feel as though I did really well in amplifying my sale by using my people skills effectively. By doing this, I was able to open the door of the sale to my clients and really work on building rapport with the buyer. Building rapport or building trust with your client. I feel like I did that really well by asking the right questions. Strength that I saw stick out in my performance as a seller specifically was getting the buyer to listen effectively by expressing concerns for my buyer's current situation. I showed this by implementing the spin method into my sale. I thought I did this really well, identifying the problem, uncovering the implication, and letting the buyer know what the potential consequences would be. As weaknesses go, I think I could have done a lot better with my first step of selling or communicating the objective. I didn't really do the best job with setting an agenda for the meeting. So setting an agenda would be described as saying something along the lines of, I want you to offer a schedule for today's meeting. Instead of doing this, and following these steps, I went right into my sales pitch and the second step of selling, which I could have done a lot better with. Another weakness that I saw in my own performance was not really using the knowledge of the company to the best of my ability. I didn't really provide the expertise that I could have to my buyer. So providing expertise, the ability to have advanced knowledge or skill, I think that I really lacked that in my sale, and I think that's because it was more of a hypothetical situation, not a real situation. Stephanie, during her sales pitch during the Toyota segment in class, I feel like she did really well in gaining the buyer's trust with her sales pitch. She made a huge effort to provide candor to me as a buyer and really help build trust with that and get straight to the point and be really straightforward. And I really appreciated her attempt by doing that. Another one of Stephanie's strengths was really performing the third step of the selling process effectively by asking the right questions. She did this really well by prospecting me as her client to the best of her ability. She did this by asking me like, what does your day look like? How can that be better? And things like that. And it really made me realize how I can benefit from the sale. There were a few weaknesses that stuck out with Stephanie's performance. For me, I thought that she didn't do as best as she could on the seventh step of selling, or really asking for commitment to the sale. This could be considered a trial close. So trial close is determining whether or not the person is ready to close. And I don't really think that she knew how to do that at the time, since it was in the beginning of the class period, and she instead went right into trying to confirm the sale. Another one of Stephanie's weaknesses that I saw in her point of sale was I thought she had a hard time relating to the consumer or me as the buyer on a personal basis. She attempted to use anecdotes. Although I appreciated her unique form of selling in this aspect, I think she lacked a little bit of confidence when doing so, and it really failed to persuade me in the right direction during the sale.